match tonight to prepare for the final?
I mean, yeah, I mean a normal end, yes, but I must admit as well, you do take the faster matches whenever you can, because there's enough wear and tear on the body, and there's enough tough matches throughout the season that when they happen, you take them, and there's nothing you can do anyway about it. And the thought process is not like what would have been better. I'm just happy I'm in the finals, to be honest. That was the goal before the match today, and I was able to get there. Not under the circumstances I was hoping to or not planning with, but I played a good match, and he struggled clearly with his movement, and I was able to take advantage of that. So for me, clearly it was all good, but I wish him a good recovery. I mean, I definitely think him winning the US Open, like Stan winning here, a few years ago, it gave them great belief that they can do it if the big moments come about, that they can attain this level, not easily, but they can get there, from time to time. And I think he played great against Rafa. I think the belief and the way he played, very positive, made him win that match, because he didn't look good there for a while, when he was down set and a break and everything. And even at the end of last year, when I played him in the World Tour finals in the round robin, I think he lost all 3 matches maybe, but should have maybe won at least one of the first 2 and stuff. But the way he came out against me was very much a winner's attitude. At least I'll take maybe one match home against Roger, and I ended up playing a tough 3-setter against him, but I didn't feel I was facing a guy who had just lost 2 round robin matches. So I like his attitude, and he's very professional. He's always has very much the same, regardless if he wins or he loses. I like that in his attitude. And then on the court, he's a winner. You can see it on the way he behaves on the court. He's there to win and not just to be there, because sometimes you see other players and you feel like they're happy to have made the quarter so far. But I think he strives for more, and I like those attitudes.
Was there any part of your game you feel you will have to improve against Cilic?
No, I just have to play a good match. At this point, it's not about having to improve anything in particular. I think I've played, done everything pretty well. I just hope that I'm going to have a good start to the match. I hope I can mix up my game. I hope I can start serving well from the get-go and not get into too much trouble early. Hope I can read a serve and all these things. So I'm just pleased that actually my game has been good from the very beginning of the tournament so far. I mean, I've won all my matches without dropping a set. Clearly I was a bit lucky against Berdych, in that first set, but things must be all right, if I'm in this stage right now, not having dropped a set in the final. I mean, it's obviously a totally different life, I have 4 kids today. I didn't have that 10 years ago. So clearly my life's been turned upside down. In terms of tennis, I think I see things also, again, a bit different, a bit more, I guess, wiser, to some extent. Maybe more laid back, because in 2008, was I fighting with mononucleosis, I think, that year, when I ended up losing in the semis. But and that was a bit of a turning point in my career, to be honest. I thought I lost a step there for a little bit, for maybe 6 months to 9 months, but I was able to sort of bounce back. So you go through different stages throughout your career, but I'm happy I'm still around, still healthy, still playing good, give myself chances, beating and playing the best. It's honestly good fun. So, and I never thought I was going to play like a bit of a lesser schedule, which actually is quite enjoyable, because I always thought I'm just gonna keep on playing from January to November every single year, 20 something tournaments, but I was able to adapt to it, and maybe that's also one of the reasons I'm still out there. Well, I knew he was, having issues with his feet going into it, but I knew he also had issues going into the match against Novak, and he handled that very well, and the same against Sanger. And so, for me, I was trying to block that away and just play, Chung himself. And if he had no issues, well, that's normal, and if he has issues, well, bad luck for him, and I'll take advantage of it. But I played the first set without feeling him having really that many issues, to be quite honest. I was also very focused on my own game. I was trying to, maybe in the beginning, trying to keep the points short, but if I had to extend the rallies because he was doing a nice job of staying in them, we'll have some tougher rallies early on, because I thought that was not a bad thing for me either. And then just trying to mix it up a little bit, and I think you saw that with some short slices, making him come in, me trying to serve him volley. I didn't serve him volley as much as I needed to, but that was always an option I could have played and used. But as I realized that he was struggling, there was no need for me to push the envelope too much and take chances moving forward if I knew that it was enough to be playing from the baseline against him. 20 times special, I don't know what to tell you, but it would be amazing. I can't believe how fast now the week has turned out to be, and it ain't just an easy trip to the finals. There's always a lot of work that goes into it during the tournament, focus, and also preparation beforehand. For many weeks and months before, you try to put yourself in that position. Are you going to be ready for, in case, a good semi-finals or quarter-final match at the Australian Open and so forth? So this is something you sort of plan from a long time ago, and that's why when it does happen, it's a great feeling, and rewards the hard work in my team, and it shows us that we did a lot of things right in the off season as well, and that always gives you confidence, and especially moving into the semis and finals when you're really starting to hit the ball very nicely, after the first few matches where it's always a bit more difficult. Yeah, I think he's going to be a very good player. I don't like to put too much pressure on players by saying they're going to win, everything, because I don't think it's fair, because a lot of experts, such called experts, said that I was going to become world number one and win everything, and it's, in a way, it's funny and cool, but it's not so cool in hindsight, because afterwards anything you achieve, it's anyway normal. And I find that disappointing, because getting to world number one and winning Grand Slams or winning Masters 1000, it ain't normal. It's extraordinary. So I think he's going to have a lot of success. At what stage, how much, we will see. But I did see today why he beat the players like Novak or Sasha and other players already in the past. He's very steady mentally. Today I'm sure he was having a lot of pain, with his feet. Otherwise, why would you retire in a such a big match situation? And you couldn't tell, almost, So I like that about the idea of hiding any problems from the opponent. That was very impressive, to be honest. And then just the way he plays tennis, forehand and backhand. And I know what he was capable to do against Novak in terms of defense and all that. Today he couldn't show it, but it's very impressive, and I think it's going to give him a lot of possibilities moving forward. The question is just, with that kind of a game, you just got to take care of your body, and then also the schedule maybe. So it's very intense, his tennis. So I wish him the best, but I was very impressed today.